This is not about national security. This is about his job security.
UK PM, Keir Starmer's premiership in total freefall as the Epstein-Mandelson scandal incinerates his promise of integrity and stability. The collapse was cemented on the floor of the House of Commons. Fumbling Starmer struggled to justify the Peter Mandelson appointment while facing a humble address motion.
We referred the material to the police, which has now led to the criminal investigation that is going to follow.
Mr. Speaker, I think the victims of Jeffrey Epstein deserve far better than that.
Loss of grip triggers an exodus. In less than 48 hours, Chief of Staff Morgan McSweeney and Communications Director Tim Allan have vanished. Now Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood emerges as the frontrunner to provide a steely reset. In the high-stakes world of Westminster, perception is everything. Right now, the perception of Keir Starmer's government is one of total, uncontrolled freefall. What was promised as a new era of stability has devolved into a desperate fight for survival. Like a house of cards catching a sudden, violent draft, the structures Starmer built to govern are folding. With polling numbers hitting historic lows and internal dissent reaching a fever pitch, the sense of inevitable collapse is no longer a whisper, it is a roar. The latest structural failure is the sudden resignation of Tim Allan, the Executive Director of Communications. Allan, a seasoned operative who once served under Tony Blair, was brought in just 5 months ago to fix the broken messaging of this administration. But Allan's departure isn't an isolated incident, it's an exodus. It comes just 24 hours after Morgan McSweeney, the Prime Minister's Chief of Staff and the strategic mastermind behind Labour's 2024 victory, also walked away. McSweeney took full responsibility for the disastrous decision to appoint Peter Mandelson as the UK's envoy to Washington. At the dark heart of this disintegration is the ghost of Jeffrey Epstein. The scandal surrounding Lord Peter Mandelson's historic ties to the convicted sex offender has become a political wildfire. Recent disclosures from the released Epstein files suggest Mandelson's connections were far deeper than admitted, involving allegations of shared market-sensitive information during the financial crisis. Keir Starmer, usually noted for his legalistic precision, was seen fumbling his notes and struggling to provide direct answers. Under a barrage of queries regarding the vetting and appointment of Mandelson, the Prime Minister appeared visibly shaken, unable to explain how such a high-profile risk was overlooked. It was a performance that left many in his own party questioning if he had lost his grip on the details. Starmer has since offered a public apology, claiming he was deceived by Mandelson's lies during the vetting process. But the defense is falling flat. Critics and backbenchers alike are asking, how did a Prime Minister, a former Director of Public Prosecutions, fail to see the red flags that were visible to the rest of the world?
Mandelson betrayed our country, our Parliament, and my party. Mr. Speaker, he lied repeatedly to my team when asked about his relationship with Epstein before and during his tenure as ambassador. I regret appointing him.
As the Prime Minister's authority evaporates, the conversation in Westminster has already moved past him. The goal for many MPs is no longer to save the Starmer premiership, but to save the party itself from being buried under its smoking rubble. One name has moved from the shadows to the spotlight: Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood. If Starmer is forced to resign, Mahmood is the frontrunner to take the reins. Her ascension would be a watershed moment, making her the first Muslim Prime Minister in British history. Keir Starmer is now a leader in total isolation. With his top team gone, his judgment under scrutiny, and his party looking toward a new leader, the endgame feels closer than ever. The House of Cards is down to its final few layers. The only question left is who will be standing in the room when the very last card falls.
The world doesn't stop, neither do we. Subscribe to Midday for news that matters.